In this video, we'll look at question 35 from the 2017 exam. So in this question here, we have a keyhole, and we're supposed to find its area. So the keyhole is made up of two parts. The first part is a circular section, and the second part is a triangle, which is isosceles. We are given some numbers, some values, so we know that this arc's length from the longer arc from R to Q is 22 pi millimeters. All these are in millimeters, so I'm just going to write the numbers. While the distance from R to S is 18 millimeters again. This angle here, Q or R, is pi by 6. So this is not an easy question, so let me first line out the steps we'll take. So first of all, we'll try and find the radius of the circular part, knowing 22 pi and pi over 6 as the angle. Then we'll try to find the area of that circular section, and finally we'll find the area of the remaining triangle. And when we add the two, we should get the total area. So why don't you give it a go yourself? To find the radius, recall that for a circular section or a whole circle, the radius is given just as the ratio of the circumference, or the length of the arc in our case, divided by the angle which subtends that circular arc in radians. That, in fact, is the definition of radian. And when we substitute our numbers, so 22 pi for the length of the arc, and the angle, the corresponding angle, is 2 pi, full circle, minus pi by 6, which is 11 pi by 6. And that's 12. Next up is the area of the circular section. So that is going to be a certain part of the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. And the part of the circle which we have in our circular section is the angle which subtends that arc, or the section, divided by the angle of the full circle. So that's 11 pi by 6 divided by 2 pi. And immediately we see that this ratio is 11 over 12. So that's the part of the circle which is here in red. 11/12ths of the full area. Now the 12, one of the 12s cancels with the 12 in the bottom here. 11 times 12 is, whoops, back to where we were. 11 times 12 is 132. And finally, the neatest way to find the area of the triangle, knowing two lengths of its sides and the angle between them, is to use this formula, which tells us that the area is half times the two sides times the sine of the angle in between. The sides have length 18 plus r, that's the same as an isosceles triangle, and the angle is pi by 6. And when we evaluate this expression, that's 1/2 sine pi by 6 is 1/2, and 18 plus 12, remember that the radius was 12, and that gives us 225 millimeters squared. So the total area of the keyhole is just the sum of the two areas which we have calculated, and that's 132 pi plus 225 millimeters squared. And in the exam, that was option C.